in the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity. The sunset bleeds through skies like a wound, where once our love under starlit tunes danced on whispers of the prairie wind. In that quiet town where my dreams had been, and the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads under twilight's bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay echoes a song of the love that strayed, as the silence screams under moon's cold sway. Darling, the dust walked away. Now the porch swings empty, the laughter gone. Old cabins' windows face the dawn alone, where we sipped on summer like it never ended. Now only raindrops come to attend. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar frame, a testament to love and its fleeting claim. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads where memories bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay whispers goodbye to the dreams that decay, as the stars hide away in the sky's gray fray. Darling, the dust walked away. By the creek where the willows mourn, I understand now I must be reborn. Though the tracks I make stir dust of the lost, in the heart's quiet echo I count the cost. Yes, the dust walked away with my sorrows in tow, across lonely plains where the cold winds blow. Every step on that path where our love once lay marks a chapter of past in the dusk's gentle sway, as the world turns to gold at the end of the day. Darling, forever the dust walked away.
Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf, blue as the deep night sky, on Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless, ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shade so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out the shadows that sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as a breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust tears fall is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low. Letting go of the reins under the vast old sky, where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on, my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and that I must learn to say goodbye.
In the heart of the valley, where the oak trees stand, I once loved a girl with the earth on her hands. We chased the horizon on paths worn and thin, where the cold morning forgot the fires we'd begin. Oh, the winds speak low on those high lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. Now the cabin's half hidden where the ivy has grown, with the porch still creaking like it's begging her home. That old scarlet scarf she left on the chair flies with the dust like a ghost in the air. Oh, the winds speak low on those high lonesome trails, where my heart's wrapped up in her wild whispered tales. Every sunset's a memory fading too fast, in the glow of a love that just couldn't last. On a gravel road fading under new falling snow, I ponder the tracks that we used to know, and I reckon the heart is a wanderer too, drifting in places where the sky meets the blue. Oh, the winds speak low with a voice that prevails, telling tales of a love lost on old lonesome trails. So I'll ride under stars, let the cold morning forget the days of our love and the sun when it set. Soft as the rain on the rough dusty land, I'll carry her memory, the touch of her hand. In the silence that follows, I find my regrets, in the cold morning shadow where the sun never sets.
Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. The scarves you hung on every hook
Now just shadows in every nook, cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced. Now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood, a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze, as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now past the solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. Well, change was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways in the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls, as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadowlark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance in the oncoming lows. So porch cries, and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view, I find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you. There's a gate outside old Durango, swings wide where the weeping willows sigh. I first saw her neath that hazy amber glow, reflections of the sunset in her eyes. Her laughter danced like dust on desert trails, where we carved our names in ancient oaks that night. But love like summer rain in these dry lands, fleeting, slipping silent through my hands. Oh, the gate flew with a cold north wind, left it swinging, creaking like my heavy heart. And those plains, they stretch so lonesome, so thin, like the space now lying between our worlds apart. The cabin by the ridge stands empty, its porch still holds her scarf, now gray and warm. Echoes of her footsteps in the hallway, in the quiet whisper of the morn. The town once vibrant, now a whisper. Gravel roads bear no more tales of yore, only shadows of two souls in the twilight. One stayed grounded, one a bird that soared. Yes, the gate flew with the wild west wind, still swinging, moaning under starlit arcs. And the trails now overgrown and thin, run like scars across these old forsaken hearts. In the mirror of the creek, under moon's gentle gaze, see the years the paths I've roamed alone, each bending forward like chapters of our days, memories etched deep in the silt and stone. So the gate flew with her last goodbye, and it's swinging, haunting in the prairie's breath, as I straddle shadows in the failing light. This cowboy rides lassoed by love and death. Oh, the gate flew with it. The gate flew with it. This heart still beats beneath the western drift. Out where the oak trees whisper low, under skies so vast and gray, I rode past our old yellow cabin where the winds of time sway. A scarf you left on the porch swing, faded now like old dreams, dances with the prairie dust in the sunlight's dying beams. Oh, long ride forgot, where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. Gravel roads to quiet towns where our names are softly spoken, now where the emptiness of days, promises bent and broken, saddles worn and hearts torn in the shadows of our plight. The fire we had by the river's bend, now nothing but cold white light. Oh, long ride forgot, where the heart rides alone, on trails of tears where wildflowers once had grown. Echoes of your laughter in the valley's deep embrace vanish like the sunset's last lingering trace. And in the silence neath the stars, I find no solace, only scars. Your memory, a haunting tune, plays on as fades the crescent moon. No brighter dawn this cowboy knows, just paths where the cold wind blows. The long ride forgot, yet I ride forth with your ghost beside my flame, across the mountains through the mists where they still whisper your name. And maybe in another life, down another dusty track, I'll turn and see you once again, no more looking back. Oh, long ride forgot, but your soul's forever here, etched upon the wild lands we once held dear. Out where the oak trees whisper low, beneath the silver sky, I found a scarf you wore now faded, by the old porch where we lie. The wind it carries ghosts and dust through the cabin's broken seam, and every creak and board recalls our long lost prairie dream.
lost trail watched me lead, with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories, where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road, under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me lead. Oh, the lost trail watched me lead. Now the town sleeps quiet, where our laughter filled the streets. Windows dark as the promises we never could complete. Rain falls on the saddle, where you once sat close to me. Now it's just a shadow neath the old willow tree. The lost trail watched me lead, with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories, where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road, under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me lead. Oh, the lost trail watched me lead. I whisper to the moonlight as it dances on the ridge, asking for forgiveness from that old wooden bridge. For I've carried this old heartache far as any man can bear, and I leave behind my sorrow scattered in the prairie air. The lost trail watched me lead, a ghost upon each breeze, carrying away my whispers like leaves lost from the trees. And as the earth keeps turning, my heart finds some relief. But the lost trail watched me leave. Yes, the lost trail watched me leave. Underneath that velvet sky, the lost trail watched me leave.
Where the oak trees shadow gravel road, I remember her laughter mingling with the wind. Under the porch light, her story unfolds, where the worn out saddles knew all we confessed. Her scarf still dancing in the breeze like it's pinned. Her goodbye flew with the sunset's dying glow, trailing off where the wild river bends, left me with echoes of I miss you so, on paths where our worn boot prints refuse to end. The town's aged a year for every night I'm alone. Cabin walls whisper secrets we once shared. Dusty windows and a chair overthrown, how the silence speaks in a house that's unprepared. No more laughter in the air, just an empty throne. Her goodbye flew with the sunset's dying glow, trailing off where the wild river bends, left me with echoes of I miss you so, on paths where our lost boot prints refuse to end. Sometimes the wind brings a trace, a soft sigh, or the rain writes her name on my dusty pane. Each star above, a tear from the sky, for the love that rode away won't come again. Her goodbye flew with the crimson clouds up high, chasing the dreams where the old river bends. Here with the shadows under the vast open sky, whispering to ghosts on the trails that never end, where her memory like the river just flows on by. And her goodbye never truly ends.
Out by the old Dixon line, where the oak tree stands alone, I carved our names inside a heart now overthrown by stone. The prairie wind whispers through the grass a soft and sorrowed tone. It's where I last held you close for this life I roam. But the fence fades under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. Have wandered far since the porch light dimmed out, past empty cabins, down gravel roads filled with doubt. The saddle's worn, the scarf you gave is frayed along the edge. Every trail I ride, a fading line, a broken pledge. Under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. In the quiet towns where shadows lay their claim, I feel you like the soft, forgiving rain. Yet I wander still, a ghost among the dust, chasing echoes of a love in the winds I trust. Yes, the fence fades, swallowed by the land, like my heart's line drawn in the shifting sand. As the darkness feeds on the last light's view, I'm holding on to a memory forever lost to you. As the fence fades, and so do I, beneath the mournful endless sky. out where the oak trees shadow the dusty road. I met her laugh under the gold of a setting sun. The breeze carried tales from those weathered stones of her eyes, like the wild creeks where dreams would run. But her laugh said nothing of the coming night. No whisper of winters, no trace of the frost. Underneath the starlight where our hands felt right, her laugh said nothing when everything was lost. We traded promises on the old porch swing, scarves that smelled of pine, tales of springs to come. One morning the saddle lay cold, no echo in her steps, left the cabin empty as the prayers I'd hung. Her laugh said nothing of the empty rooms, no hint of the dust that would settle our dreams. Where once her warmth bloomed through the glooms, now just shadows play where our laughter had been. Now I wander these trails, gravel underfoot, each stone a memory, sharp as the day. As the sunset bleeds over land she once stood, I know part of me was lost, part forever will stay. Her laugh said nothing, and the silence grew a canyon deep where my echoes fall. In the tender quiet, I still look for her hue. Her laugh said nothing, and yet it took all. In the whispers of the wind, I still call her name. Her laugh said nothing, still I loved her just the same. Underneath those aging oaks, where the wild horses drank, lies the shadow of a cabin, and the abandoned ranch sank. Once a haven thick with laughter, wrapped in morning's gold embrace, now just whispers on the gravel, memories time can't erase. Oh, her scarf still sways on the porch like a signal in the breeze. Each night we tied in silence, now just secrets that I keep. As the sunset paints the prairie, it's her eyes that light the skies. But beneath the stars I'm wandering, alone with my goodbyes. The old saddle's cracked and weathered, just like the lines upon my face. The years have rolled like thunder, something lost that I can't replace. The town's a quiet whisper, trails fade where we once roamed. In a land of endless roaming, no trail leads me home. Her scarf still sways on the porch like a ghost I can't release. Each night a story buried in the silence of the peace. Dust lifts where we once danced, night settles on my skin.
Her absence cuts through canyons where my heart once wandered in. By the oak tree I remember promises like falling rain, words we left unspoken, now just echoes of the pain. And in the quiet of the evening, when the wind calls out her name, I see it's not the land that's empty, but my heart that bears the stain. Her scarf still sways on the porch, a relic of the breeze, a tapestry of moments lost in time's unyielding seas. As the sunset fades to darkness and the stars refuse to glow, the ranch lies there abandoned, but it's me who can't let go. Where the wild horses still remember and the oak trees gently sway, in the heart of every cowboy, some loves never fade away. Under the shadow of an old oak tree, I first saw her smiling back at me. Sunset spilled like whiskey through her hair. In that dusty town, no moment did we spare. We danced on wooden porches, worn and wide, her laughter mingled with the evening tide. Hollow heart echoes down gravel roads, where my soul wanders heavy with her load. The wind whispers secrets we once knew, by the creek where wildflowers grew. Every sunset burns just like the flame of the love we lost and the dreams we never claimed. The years fell away like leaves in the breeze. Love's fiery autumn turned to winter's freeze. The cabin where we once dreamed lies bare. Windows gazing out, lost in their stare. Her scarf still hangs on that rusty nail, a ghost of color, fragile and frail. A hollow heart echoes down gravel roads, where my soul wanders heavy with her load. The wind whispers secrets we once knew, by the creek where wildflowers grew. Every sunset burns just like the flame of the love we lost and the dreams we never claimed. Now I ride these trails along with the stars, the moonlight casting shadows, healing scars. Yet in the quiet I hear the echo of her laugh, a sound that cuts my broken heart in half. Hollow heart echoes lonesome sound in this vast country where my thoughts are bound. She's the whisper in the pine, the rain's soft sigh, a memory fading under the vast open sky. Every sunset I chase, every trail I roam, leads me further yet closer to what I call home. As the dusk embraces the land and the stars take their stand,
in the heart of this wild, timeless land. Underneath the old oak tree, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette as the evening descends. We carved our names on bark, it's still there, they say, in that quiet little ghost town where my memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. The old cabin on the ridge holds her laughter like a spell. Empty saddle by the door still remembers her so well. Scarves she left behind now faded to gray, dance with the dust in the rooms where sunlight used to play. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. Gravel roads stretch out like the wrinkles of time, every stone a story, every turn a rhyme. I've rode 1,000 trails, yet my heart stays in the prints we left behind as memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. So here I stand, a lone figure under fading skies, where the trail runs out and the old river dries. Guess some loves are like sunsets, brilliantly they blaze, then just as quiet and just as sure, memory walks away. In the shadow of the oak by the creek, where the wildflowers grow, I found an old flannel shirt, soft and worn from the high plain snow. It whispered secrets of our youth, beneath the vast Wyoming skies, where we chased the horizon on horseback, with hope in our wild eyes. Flannel shirt shut the door on the love that lives no more. Underneath the porch light, fading into the night, hear the screen door's gentle creak. Feels like it's just you and me, but it's just the wind soft moan through the pines, calling me home.
Now the saddles gather dust, the cabin silent and warm. Gravel roads lead to memories, in the twilight I'm torn. That scarf you left behind is frayed, like the trails we used to roam. Each thread of memory fading, in the twilight of what we'd known. Flannel shirt shut the door on the life we had before. Echoes on the old wood floor, whispers of a distant shore. Hear the screen door's lonesome cry under the solemn silver sky. Once a haven, now forlorn. In the silence, I'm reborn. Rain taps on the window glass like the rhythm of your heart. Every drop a symphony of the days now torn apart. In the stillness there I see the ghost of what could not be, held in the scent of rain-wet earth, the fortress of my solitude. So flannel shirts shut the door, but I'll keep what I adore. In the seams your laughter stored, in the threads our love implored. With the sunset's dying light, I'll ride these lands alone tonight. The prairie's wide, my heart's the guide, past the places we reside. And I'll carry on with the dust my witness till my sorrows are gone. Like that old flannel shirt in the breeze, just sways softly, closing the door on those long lost days. In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade. We carved our names, young and naive, on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. And now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past that dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountains might stand tall, but her scent in the rain, it haunts through it.
plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. In the silence my old soul forgives.
Under the morning sky, my boots stirred the dust of old, where the oak tree shadows fell on and secrets softly told. I once carved hearts in that bark where the wild rivers bend, her laughter tangled in the breeze, a melody without end. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. The cabin's empty, swallowed by the creeping vines of time. Gravel roads lead to nowhere, to the echoes of the chime. That old porch still groans under the weight of ghostly feet, dancing shadows, faded trails, where our hearts would meet. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. By the riverside the stones hold the warmth of sun's gone by. I touch the earth, feel her pulse beneath the expanse of sky. A part of me lies buried in lands where we once roamed, forever wandering the plains I called home. Oh, the morning sky calls again as I tread this lonesome game, each step away from yesteryears where she called my name. In the quiet of the night, under stars cold and bare, her memory rides beside me, a silent prayer. Out where the wild oak whispers to the wind, I found an old locket rusted thin. Inside a curl of golden hair, haunted eyes, a sunlit stare, that lock of hair like prairie wheat. Underneath the oak our secret meet.
Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Beneath these endless, aching skies, every sunset her whisper replies. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Years roll like thunder across these plains, footprints faded by summer rains. Used to ride by our daddy's farm, now there's nothing but an old empty barn. The porch where we danced is worn but stands. I still feel the touch of her vanished hands. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Across these wild lands, through dust and dew, lone trails I follow, thinking of you. Hard worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Sometimes the night's so quiet it's profound, gravel roads whispering without a sound. Beneath the stars I reckon what's lost, echoes of laughter, the unbearable cost. In every shadow, in each line I roam, I find pieces of you calling me home. Oh, rusty locket, cradle her dreams. In the folds of your metal our love still gleams, but the trails grow longer as do the years, and memories fade, not the tears. Hard worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, bind us forever. In the silence of the dusk, with the last light I see, rusty locket, part of you will always be with me. In the shadow of the oak tree, where the wild blue bonnets lay, we carved our names inside the bark and dreamed our lives away. Her laughter mixed with the prairie wind, a song so sweet and sprung, where the creek bends by Johnson's farm. Her smile died young. Her smile died young on the dusty trail where promises hang on the wind. I ride through ghost towns under lonesome moons where her laughter's never been. Each sunset bleeds into crimson fears of what I've lost and what I've won. Beneath the fading stars I sleep where her smile died young. Now the oak has grown all twisted, the creeks run dry and old, and I'm a drifter on these gravel roads in the silence bitter and cold. The scarf she left still smells like rain, a memory on my tongue. The porch swings emptied by Miller's Gate where her smile died young. Her smile died young on a dusty trail where promises hang on the wind. I ride through ghost towns under lonesome moons where her laughter's never been.
Each sunset bleeds into crimson fears of what I've lost and what I've won. Beneath the fading stars I sleep, where her smile died young. So I'll saddle up as the dawn breaks gray. My heart's as heavy as lead, searching for a sign in the empty sky, or a path where her feet might have led. But only the wind replies in echoes of the songs we once had sung. In the silence of these wild lands, her smile died young. Young on that cursed trail, and I'm haunted by the sunrise. Every morning holds her whisper, every night her goodbye. This saddle's age with my regrets, my tale's forever unsung. I'm just a shadow riding blindly where her smile died young. Yes, I'm the echo of a love not meant, where her smile died young.
Out by the oak, where the wild river's been, under the shadow of peaks where we lay, there's an old cabin, walls whispering past, cracked frame carved with your name, now weathered and gray. Leather saddle hanging, untouched, sways with the breeze. Each creak a tale of the days gone, whispered soft through the trees. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever wide. Sunsets bleed memories, each day undistinguished, on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. Remember the rain on the old porch in spring, the scent of the wet earth, a new scarf round your neck. Now the porch swing hangs silent, no laugh to echo, just shadows of footsteps in the dusk that we trek. Gone the laughter that mingled with the thrum of the skies, only footprints on paths where the echo of my sorrow lies. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever wide. Sunsets bleed memories, each day undistinguished, on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. The only proof of where love had once flown. By the creek under stars, all that was is now never. But in the heart of the land, you remain forever. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley,
Echoing softly a melancholy sigh. This lonesome cowboy keeps riding, not tallying each tear with a reason, each silent sky. Yes, love is a tale told when firelights low, cast on the walls of a heart where it never lets go.
Out in the shadow of the oak trees sprawl, where the wild wind whispers and old secrets call, there's a cabin standing worn by time's embrace. Each board and nail still holds your grace. Your scarf still dances on the porch rail worn, just like the day you left, and my heart was torn. Dust hides the paths where we used to roam, under starlit skies that once felt like home. Now each breeze that passes whispers your name in this silent prairie. It don't feel the same. Lost is the echo in my boots, so tread a cowboy's lone song where all words have fled. Remember the rains, how they washed us clean on a great porch wood, our sleigh wiped serene. But seasons turn as they always do. The rivers ran dry and so did you. Now the gravel road bears no fresh tire track. Only memories fade, but they don't look back. Dust hides the trails where our laughter lay. Now just windswept silence day after day. Your absence a shadow that the sunset paints across empty fields and weathered fence gates. Love's just a whisper caught on the dust. A cowboy's heartbreak in a world unjust. Sometimes in the rain, a scent so sweet, a rose as you love by the old oak seat. It's there I realize, despite time's theft, in the heart of the dust, your memory's kept. Dust hides the heartache and whispers low in the wild lands where we used to go. Each sunset's a closing door of the past in the quiet town where shadows are cast. If letting go is the cowboy's way, why does this dust make me wish I'd stay? And so under these endless skies I ride with nothing but memories riding side by side. And dust, it hides. Oh, dust, it hides.